Yeah, it says Danganronpa 3, and they didn't actually put demo there either. Demo was not an option. Go figure. Go figure. It was just Danganronpa 3. Was the closest description I could get. Which I guess makes sense. I guess not a lot of people are going to be playing demo for any serious amount of time. I am delaying just a bit because I'm trying to mentally center myself. Also because my back itches. I'm trying to scratch it. The itchy spots here. That's what... Yeah, funny story about grass. When, for about a month and a half, every time I pulled the lawnmower out to go mow, it rained, so I didn't get to mow my lawn for about 6 weeks. So it got a little bit too tall for my mower. So I've been having to take a weed eater to the entire backyard today and yesterday. Which means lots of chunks of grass flying everywhere. And when you're like me, and have natural hair and beard that could actually let you cosplay as Karl Marx. Yes, grass won the war against the mower with help of rain. But when you have hair and beard that could actually legitimately let you cosplay as Karl Marx, grass flying everywhere tends to be a problem, even if you've got it tied back. Curly hair that just loves to tangle and loves to grab little bitty shards of grass. But the grass did not win the war against the weed eater. The weed eater won that pretty decisively. I will have to go out and rake it all up tomorrow. As well as get the last little patch and cut down all the maple trees that love to actually freaking grow. My neighbors have maple trees, and my fence is excessively good at catching the seeds and letting them grow. So I have to go chop down a bunch of maple trees. Well, chop with a pair of shears. Unfortunately, I do not have the luxury of just letting the things grow and become a natural fence. City ordinances and the like prevent that. I would love to have a maple tree fence, but considering my backyard butts up against 3 other people's backyards, I don't think they want the roots encroaching into their, into their property. It would be very nice to have a very dense maple tree fence. That would be beautiful. But I really wouldn't want to keep picking up all the maple trees that decided to grow in the lawn because of that. Ugh. Okay. So something else I should mention. I know I've mentioned a few times that I am working on auditions for a musical, but I don't think I've ever actually mentioned which musical. Well, some of you may have seen it, some of you may not have. And this is hopefully out there for the people that are watching this, in the future on YouTube. Because I don't know how many of the 3 or 4 people I've got watching actually cared. But, there was a group called Man on the Internet that did an Undertale the musical. Not too many weeks ago, they did they put out a new casting call for a new musical for Chrono Trigger, the musical. And seeing as how my roommate had a prominent role in Undertale the musical as Goat Mom, I found out about this a long time ago, so I've been kind of preparing to audition. I wasn't allowed to audition, I wasn't allowed to see which roles were going to be open or anything like that, but I knew it was coming because I heard about it early. And in fact, they use a lot of video game footage for all of their, for putting the backdrops of the musical and such, and because the director knew he wasn't going to have time, my roommate suggested that I capture the footage for the Chrono Trigger musical, and the director agreed. So even if I don't get any of the auditions, and I want about 10 different auditions in this thing, even if I don't get any of them, my name is still going to be in the credits on every single episode, just as footage captured by. Not exactly glorious or glamorous, but hey, I'm a part of the project whether or not I get the auditions. But, yeah, I still am going to put in for about 10 different roles. 2 of them are going to be incredibly fun. Just because they are, let's see, the Chancellor. If you know Chrono Trigger, you know who I'm talking about. The Chancellor, the evil Chancellor, and Dalton. Those are going to be the fun ones. Those are the over-the-top evil characters. But I'm also going to be putting auditions for, like, Frog, Toma, Kino, Gato. Everybody knows Gato if you've ever played the game. You run into Gato in, like, the first half hour. But yeah, just a bunch of roles. Well, I only have one actual roommate. The only other person who lives here is my daughter, who's not really a roommate. Yeah, you should know who the roommate is. And that roommate is Blackjack. Blackjack played the role of Toriel in Undertale the musical. Yes, that's exactly how it happened. So anyway, that's what's going on with me lately. And I guess that's enough stalling for me. I've got enough arm strength to work a mouse and keyboard, after all. Anyway, this demo is not very long. It may take a couple hours to get through, depending on how thoroughly I poke through everything. But there's not a lot of hidden things to find. They just kind of gave you the whole idea of walking around and doing a few mini games and the like, and the trial and all that. So I'm going to leave the mixer up just in case we need to boost the voices. And because I've played the demo, I know this is the English dub release and the game's actually been released in Japan, but we will actually go ahead and use the Japanese voices, because why not? Should make at least one person very happy. And of course we want to actually explore the school. It's an amazing freaking song. And I don't know if I would call them the quote-unquote good voices, because there are some very solid voices in the English cast. I really do like the tennis player's voice. Silence. Kaede Akamatsu. Last name roughly means passionate red maple tree. We are going to get pretty much the translation. You know, they don't change the subtitles to Japanese, just the voices. Yeah, who are you even talking to? Walking usual route to school when it got dark. And notice we have a slightly new font style than the previous couple of games. Don't know if I'm more fond of this than I am the typical Danganronpa, font, but it seems to work okay.
どこ教室
So yell at me if the voices need to be louder. I think she's kind of speaking very quietly at the moment, as it is. But when we get into it, let me know if I need to turn up the volume any. It's a classroom we don't recognize. Why was she sleeping here? Good question.
目が覚めた。おはよう、赤松さん。
Not everything is going to be voiced. And yes, returning protagonist Makoto Naegi. He won't be in V3, I won't imagine, but he's just going to pop up for the demo. Yes, I'm going to do the Japanese voices, because why not? The Kaede does not recognize him. I keep just wanting to say Kaede, but that's not the way to pronounce her name. I'm very bad with pronouncing this name, just because of that dip you have to do to get it correct. Let me introduce
僕の
myself.
名前は苗木誠。超高校級の幸運なんだ。え？うん。
Yeah, the font may actually do better in non-English, especially, kanji or, well, any other language. But this whole broken kind of weathered-looking font, I guess you could say, just kind of throws me off a little bit. So we get his backstory, how every year they choose one student by lottery, and he's a former, yes, Japanese voices.
へえ。
Didn't know luck could be considered an ultimate talent. It'll happen to you, too. And yes, this makes him her upperclassman. And she is the ultimate pianist.
え？ あれ？
And we get the intro. Information about the new students is public record. Yeah. They don't use very many honorifics in the text. At all. They pretty much all sons and all that are misters, or they actually start referring to them by first name only, that type of thing. You know.
えっと
At least I don't remember very many honorifics actually being in the English text. So we're going to get the, yeah, in the original, it's filled with honorifics. Oh, yeah. In the original Japanese, yeah, honorifics are going to be everywhere. Native language. They try to limit that in the translations. And now we get a tutorial. Basic explanation for the controls. Unfortunately, the controls are all set up for, like, I think they're set up for the Vita. So we're going to get left stick to control the reticle on screen, but I don't have a left stick. I have WASD and right and left click on my mouse and that type of thing. When you have a target in your sights, press the A button to investigate it. Left click. Right stick controls view, right mouse button. Let's see. Mysterious power is actually activated by hitting the enter key. And turned off. Let's see if I can remember where the other hidden controls are. Yeah, there is the smack things around. Just in case you really didn't like the desks. Save yourself a lot of clutter that way. Yeah, he's done some redecorating and gardening, yeah. There we go. Nice, clean room. And reset everything that way. Your left and right mouse buttons work as Q and E in the in this version. So anyway, let's actually poke things. It is an LCD blackboard. Very convenient, that, unless you need to write on it. Then hopefully you have your, your tablet that's hooked it up. Can you? I don't know if you can. I do not have a PS4 controller. And she drooled on the desk. Common of protagonists. A letter. If you want to progress the story, come to the gym. But there are other people wandering around that we're going to have to talk to all of them. I feel like this is a prank.
Ne.
Yeah, something like that. But, no chalk. Or we can actually see what, you know, Monokuma drew on here. This is the demo. Everybody gather round, Monokuma and the Monokubs. An ordinary locker that we don't know what else to expect from. A monitor with a pretty kickin' sound system attached to it, I must say. And the windows have barbed wire instead of just, you know, instead of just iron bars. Also moss all over the window, you know. And I think the only thing left in here is about him. I kind of like the comic book frame transitions. Let's see, which one? So we can't go in there yet, that's important later. Which was my map button? There it is. The yellow dots on the map are people. The little pink, red dashes are entrances to new areas, that type of thing. Standard stuff. So we can look around, but there's not a ton out here that's actually going to trigger for us, besides doors and such. And, Makoto will not just let me, go in the door here yet. He's pushy. So we actually do have a goal. We need to talk to everybody. Get introduced to the cast. We can meet Runtaro.
Yeah.
Who is also considered us kidnapped. Then we can begin farming. That's exactly it. We can begin farming corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this probably could be a little bit better.
いいっすか?
Do we remember how we got here? No.
いや
Well, simple. This is a demo, so you know you had to be here. Go figure.
やっぱ Yeah.
Yeah, nobody remembers.
参ったっすよ. No, let's go with amnesia. It's pretty convenient plot device. Yeah.
Damn Soberil.
困ったもんすね.
And we have Mr. Forgot His Talent. Another recurrent theme. Only this time, it's not the protagonist. Okay, the first game, the one that forgot their talent, wasn't the protagonist either, but might as well have been.
参ったっすよ.
He knows he must have been some kind of ultimate. Yeah, Hajimin 2.0. let's go really, really no on spoilers for anything else Danganronpa related. I mean, Hajime 2.0 isn't a spoiler, so... But yeah, there's at least one person in chat who has not played through or seen Danganronpa 2. So you know.
そりゃまあ。おっと。俺の名前は天海乱太郎っす。今のところどんな超高校級の才能があるのか思い出せないんすけど。ま、怪しいやつじゃないんでよろしくっす。
Yeah, I promise I'm not a bad guy.
そうだ。
So, you know, maybe Makoto managed to run across his talent when he was surfing the web. But unfortunately, much like in the first game that didn't name everyone coming in, he got nothing on this guy. Maybe.
でもさ、
そうっすね。
Well, I mean, if you were the ultimate killer, would you want that known? It makes sense.
やっぱ。
He's a very light-hearted dude, I will say that.
楽しみなんすよ。
もう。
いや。
He is. He's a very chill dude to talk to. Gotta hit the right button to actually move forward. That helps. Say hello to Gonta. Or Goku. Depending on how you want to view this guy. Big, strong, muscular dude with a tank strapped to his side there.
え？ありがとう。
え？
ごめん。
Gonta scary looking. Most people not want to talk to Gonta when meeting for first time.
紳士だから。
So, like gentlemen, Gonta say thank you. Thank you for talking to Gonta. Gonta is kind of amazing.
Oh. 名前は極原ゴンタで超高校級の昆虫博士なんだ。
That's right, he studies bugs.
ゴンタは紳士になりたいんだ。本当の紳士を目指しているんだよ。
He studies bugs and he wants to become a true gentleman. This dude is going to be the cinnamon roll of the game. I just have that feeling. I mean, I've only seen the demo, but I just get the feeling that this dude is going to be our cinnamon roll.
え？
Yes, he will probably die horribly, but that's what this game does. At least he looks like he can put up a fight.
やっぱり。
I mean, dude is buff.
ごめん。
うん。
I mean, Gonta here is Tarzan that just happens to study bugs.
まさか。じゃあ。
Unless you hate bugs, at which point you should be out of harm's reach and be able to run really fast.
どうして。
もう。
よかったよ。
Yeah, don't let him know if you hate bugs. Ever. Yeah. Makoto has wise words here, for once. I don't think he has any.
よかったよ。
Yeah. They did not program in a ton of extra dialogue for these people. Because, once again, demo. We'll say if this is Hope's Peak, man, they've really let it go. There's a dormitory, we'll go in there in a minute. It's very possible. It's very possible they made him just speak in third person, but yeah. Angie here is a little bit weird. There's a whole lot of mysticism and referencing I believe a goddess from her.
こちらは夜長アンジーだよ。超高校級の美術部なのだ。アンジーはね。
Okay, the god, Atua. Is always with me, speaking to me with his divine voice. Oh yeah, the rabbit from 999? Yes, that is my tip cup, yeah. That is my bit cup. Very devout follower of her god.
神ってる。もっちもち。ね。
Yeah, she wants a pint or two of blood in exchange for letting her see her artwork.
ごめん。
A nice one that wants pints of blood from you. Another monitor. That is blank at the moment. And say hello to our other protagonist from the main series of games here. Yeah, a Hoge overload. Say hi to Conan.
あ
Sadly, yes, I forgot about this, but kind of a major spoiler for Danganronpa 2 here.
そうだな
So anyway, before we go into the dormitory, we've got 2 rooms we actually need to go into in here. We will go into them last because they will take up, well, the dormitory last because that's going to take up the most time. And say hello to another new member of the cast.
ね
Who actually looks like he's wearing a school uniform for once.
犀原修一です。一応超高校級の探偵ってことになってるけど。
So yeah, here is our ultimate detective this time around. However, I don't know if we're going to be able to count on him to do as much detective work as Kyoko did for us back in Danganronpa 1.
いや。
Who got the title Ultimate Detective for managing to luck into solving a case, apparently.
そうそう
So he doesn't have a lot to say. And someone in mask.
なんだい
You wonder, who is this? Yes, I shall make that clear first.
僕の名は新宮寺小歴夫。超高校級の民族学者と呼ばれているよ。
Dude wears a mask with a zipper on it and he's the ultimate anthropologist. I don't know either. But anyway.
おや
He is our new Kyo. Oh yeah, you have to check the bathroom before you can advance. You have to. It won't let you actually advance the plot without doing it.
そっか
民族学は
So now we get a brief crash. I know you won't call him Kyo, but you know. A brief, not my Kyo. A brief summary of anthropology.
そうだな。 そうだよ。美しいよ。
The voices will get a lot livelier during the trial section when they actually voice everything. But for now, yeah, you don't get much actual dialogue out of anybody, as you probably expected.
僕は
Dude is a lover of humanity.
人間っていいよね。
Even if he is wrapped up like a mummy in his hands, at least. And he creeps our protagonist out here. We can't even go in this room. The store. Apparently, I'm going to guess that's where mono coins will be spent in the actual game, assuming this is where we go in the actual game. Dining hall.